Hey everyone, thanks for watching. This is another Arsenal-based video. This time is a little bit different. I've been doing missions lately, just trying things out, try to see what I can unlock by completing the missions that they have available. And yeah, I haven't really been doing anything spectacular. I've been playing a couple ranked matches, but also dabbling in missions every time I make my way out to the game center. The particular reason for doing the mission this time around is I want to test out the new Gundam X that I have, and of course with the pilots Gerard and Tifa. So the tricky thing about the Gundam X, or the interesting thing and the tricky thing, is the SP attack is massive. And by that I mean it covers like a quarter of the field, probably not that much, but it is a giant window of destruction, and it hurts both allies and enemies in that space. So anything that falls within the blast zone is going to get heavily damaged. The tricky thing though is it's a speed level of 5, so the timer to hit the button to get the best damage boost on it is ridiculously fast. So I'm playing missions with the Gundam X, just more or less to test out how to get the speed right, because constantly I'm just too slow. I miss. I get no bonus on it at all. So this was my second try with the Gundam X, the second mission I was doing. And the rest of my team is made up as the usual, my three base attackers. We have the Unicorn Gundam, the Shinaju, and the Force Impulse Gundam with Banaji, full frontal, and Laughter as usual. And my defender, as always, is going to be Luna Maria in the Freedom from Gundam Destiny, that version of the Freedom. The missions are pretty easy because I'm already high level over them, because these are the first few missions. I'm finally getting into it. So the missions aren't that difficult. Again, I'm more or less playing it for two reasons. Trying to get through the missions to see what else I can unlock, and also trying to get that timing, that horrible, horrible timing down for the Gundam X. So I don't really have to wait to see what the opponent's going to do, because the opponent is the computer. So I'm not really that worried about them. So I just launched Laughter and Full Frontal right away, one on each side, just to see which side can make the progress the most. For my tactics cards, I'm using the level 1 tactic, or the 1 cost tactic, which will increase my SP gauge by 1 automatically, and the cost 2 tactic is the one that allows your SP gauge to rapidly fill up. Because the other problem with the Gundam X is the SP attack costs all 5 slots of the SP gauge. So I need to fill the thing up entirely if I'm going to use it. So it's not very cost effective, and with how difficult it is to get the bonus, it's not really the best. But at the same time, it's crazy. So I want to see it, and I want to try to get the timing down right. As you can see, the computer is throwing out like some very weak. The team setup for this mission is, I believe, 4 attackers and 2 base defenders, or 3 attackers and 2 not defenders. Oh, okay, there it is. 3 attackers, 1 base defender, and 1 base attacker. The Shinaju already destroyed the tower on the right, so it's rushing there, and so I trigger the tactic card I have to fill up my SP gauge faster, now that I can try to bring out the X. And there is the X, because I want to get him in there and try to use him against as many enemies, and to also see if the damage will affect the base as well. They already destroyed the Shinaju, so I had to get him in there fast before I wouldn't have a chance to do it. He already took out one of the attackers, unfortunately. But I'm finally able to trigger the SP gauge, and here we go. So let's watch. And I hit it! The only time I hit it perfectly. That was a big hit. Took out Siletta Mercury and took a huge chunk off the base in one go. If I hadn't destroyed the other enemy there at the same time, probably would have destroyed him simultaneously as well. Yeah, that's a big hit. That's the only time I've been able to hit the 30% on it. And it was more or less through just blind reflex. Just as soon as like the gauge popped up, I just punched the SP button. And that was the only way I got it. I played another mission after this and whiffed entirely. I thought I had it down, but no, I did not. As you can see, it's extraordinarily easy at my level now to go against these early missions. I'm still at 99% and destroyed the base automatically. But the real purpose of this was testing out the Gundam X. And I got it. I got the full 30% bonus. I got practice more to try to make it a little more consistent, but I just wanted to see what it could do full power. I just wish there were more enemies that I could hit simultaneously with it. But I have an idea for a crazy team, and I think I'm going to be putting it together soon, so you might be seeing that in the future just to see how wild it gets. I might take it into a casual match, or maybe even a rank match, even though it's going to lose. It's not competitive at all, just to see how much damage it can do. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. That was the mission. That was Gundam X. I hope you liked watching the sheer destruction it unleashes. And yeah, I'll see you next time.